spicy.
Hey guys, welcome to the very first episode of Spicy Chronicles. Woo! I'm your host, Courtney Shav.
And I'm Adrienne.
And today's episode is titled Risky Behavior. You guys submitted anonymous sex stories about the time you tried something new in the bed and it went wrong. But before we get into the stories, let's play This or That, a game sponsored by This or That, where you get to know your partner or friends on a more spicy, intimate level.
How much you really get to know me?
I don't know, but let's see what our audience has rolled in for us. Our first This or That comes from Dante in Harlem.
Hey, Dante.
Hey, Dante. Thank you for your submission. He asks, would you rather your parents watch your sex tape or you watch their sex tape?
I'd rather watch my parents' sex tape. I still want to know what position I was consumed in. Is that what it's called?
Conceived?
That one.
Wow. I mean, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I'd rather watch your sex tape because if you see me in a compromised position, it's gonna be real bad. Like forever, ever. No, I'm okay. I don't want them to see me in that light.
Yes. Our next question comes from Christina from Connecticut. She asks, would you rather have sex in a room with all your exes or sex in a room full of strangers?
I'm gonna say sex with a room full of strangers because my exes will never see my body ever again in their whole fucking life. You will have to dream that in your dreams about my body again.
You have to pay for that.
Period.
Same.
Strangers.
You have to pay for that.
And then this or that submission actually is about our topic today. It goes, try something new. Would you rather visit a dominatrix or participate in a sex party?
I'm thinking a dominatrix because they're not going to do nothing I don't want them to do, right?
Right.
And I think that would be like hot.
I think so too. Like with a,
Probably like tied up or something.
would you do it with like a woman?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that for myself as well.
Yes.
I would say I would participate in a sex party because participating could just be showing up. Showing up and looking at everybody else doing everything. Like, I'm trying to learn something new, baby. So I'll participate in a sex party.
I want to know what's going on.
Thank you guys for your This or That submissions. If you want to submit a This or That submission, just go ahead and click the link in our description below. Do you have a This or That submission? Take a picture of the QR code or click the link in the description for your chance to be featured in an upcoming episode.
Do you want to be the dog or do you want the chick that you're fucking with to be the dog?
I'm a dog every day. I want to be the owner for once. Like, let me be the owner for once. But now, I honestly, like, but just to keep it fun, I wouldn't mind switching. Like, that's the fun part. Like, I would like to be like, you feel me? Like, feed me, nigga. Like, I need to go to the bathroom. Where's the pad? Like, I'm with all the shits. I'm with all of the shits. Like, where's my leash? Where's my vibrating leash, nigga? Like, I'm with everything.
Welcome back, guys. Speaking of risky behavior, let's warm up the audience with a little foreplay with wordplay.
While you guys are watching this episode, every time you hear this word, take a shot, a sip from your drink, or a pull on your spliff. The word for today is tongue.
All right, now we got the word of the day going. Let's go ahead and get into the stories.
I can't wait.
Here we go. The first story is called Keep It Gucci. I was dating this guy for a few months. He was very handsome, tall, with smooth chocolate skin. We already was having sex, but on this day, things were a bit different. We had just come from a function and we were kind of lit. He was semi-turning me on, but I don't think a lot of men know how to turn women on when they are drunk. It just becomes sloppy mess. So I started to take over. I made him lay down on the bed and gave him throat baby 5,000. Making him moan uncontrollably, his fingers were digging into the bed and pulling on the sheets. He flipped me over and started eating my pussy. It was mid at best. He couldn't get the flick of the clit thing down pat. I was getting bored. But then he did something that kind of shocked me. He sat me on the bed, pulled my hair back, and started fucking my face. No, that wasn't a new thing he was trying. He all of a sudden started guiding my mouth to his balls, then past his balls to his gooch area, and wanted me to suck and lick there. I'd never done this before, and my tongue was mad hesitant. I did a little taste test because I didn't want my tongue to taste any dingleberries. Not the dingleberries! After inspecting the area with my mouth a bit, I finally put like 80% effort and he was moaning louder, saying all types of shit. He was going to come on my face, that my mouth belonged to him. I was just sitting there because I was trying to just complete a mission. Because like, what the fuck? There I was, my face in between his balls and ass, with a man moaning like he was knee deep in some wet pussy. He then takes my finger and tells me to rub the gooch area as I sucked his dick. This was a bit weird for me because I'd never done any of this before and I wasn't sure if I was doing it right. We did this for about a good 15 minutes and he finally busted in my mouth. Problem was he was still hard. Instead of swallowing like I usually do, he told me to spit the cum back on his dick and keep sucking. My mouth was so achy and tired and I still have not came. I had an attitude at this point. I spit the cum back on his dick and left him on the bed to use the bathroom. He kept asking what I was doing, where I was going. I told him, just finish yourself off, and left to use the bathroom. After I came back from the bathroom, he was wiping himself down with baby wipes and tried to get into a semi-argument about why I didn't finish him off. Go to hell. I kicked him out and never looked back. I love that. Go to hell.
Go to hell.
Go to hell.
That's one of my favorite things.
Glad you didn't make me come. Go to hell. All right, Adrian, what are we rating this story from 1 to 5 chili peppers, 1 being mild and 5 being very, very, very spicy?
I would definitely have to give this one like a 4. It was good. It's it's just funny.
It was. I love when the part where she was talking about the dingleberries because before eating any man's ass, you gotta be like,
please shower first.
I don't want no dingleberries. Go into the bathroom, like, please, baby, please.
They need to be inspected.
Have you ever been to Gucci Land?
I've been to Gucci Land in time or two.
Did you like it?
It's acquired.
Okay. I mean, I don't mind the gooch. Like, I mean, because I eat ass, so gooch is like, okay, what's a gooch to an ass? I'm just saying.
What's an ass to an album?
Exactly. Just saying.
I just feel like sometimes, like, and I have no problem with hairy men, but it's just like, it's so hairy, it get lost in the sauce. So, you know.
That's true. Like, yeah, I can see how the hair will probably throw you off a little bit.
It's
a texture thing.
Rivers and the lakes that
they used to. Do you think this is the first time he tried it?
Definitely not.
Yeah, because he knew.
Definitely not. He knew what he wanted, and he knew he wanted it from her.
Right.
For sure.
I'm just kind of mad that she didn't get anything off of it.
She was a trooper, though. She went for it, and she was like, I'm going to get
right,
this mission.
Right, right. It's like she tried something new, and it was great, but, like, at the end, she didn't get nothing off. I don't like that for her.
Go to hell.
Go to hell. So, like, why didn't you finish me off? Go to hell. Gucci man.
Did we hear a tongue in that one? I think I'm going to take a sip for that.
I think we did, baby. Next story is called Captain Morgan. Just sounds like a superhero. She goes, just to get out of the way, this is about the first time I ate a man's ass. I was with my long-term boyfriend, and one night he casually said to me, him and his homies were talking about getting their ass eaten and how they found it pleasurable. I was taken aback because this is something I thought he would never say. He tells me he wants to try it. I agree to it because I think it's okay to explore what your partner wants if he doesn't cross any boundaries, and this didn't. I didn't know when it was going to take place, but I was more concerned on how he was going to prepare for it. I'm going to keep it a stack. Men are not the cleanest species out here. We just definitely just said that. A few weeks ago, and he doesn't bring it up again. But one night he asked me to join him in the shower. This wasn't out of the ordinary, so I did. We start washing each other down, but I peep him getting extra handsy with my ass, making sure it was squeaky clean. I already knew the vibes when I saw him do it. I was going to be eating his ass in the shower. After getting the suds off each other, I got on my knees and started sucking his dick. I wasn't really good at giving neck at the time, but I felt like the little engine that could. I think I can. He then lifted his leg up on the bathtub ledge and he told me to get behind and eat his ass. With the water splashing on my face and his ass sitting on my nose, I felt like it was a weird predicament. I knew his little ass was clean, so I looked around the rim of his asshole. I want a rim shot, hey, biggie, biggie. If you guys don't know what rimming is, it's basically rimming the outside of an asshole. Rim shot. I had to spread his butt cheeks apart because he had a fat ass and I couldn't get to the hole. I guess it felt good because he had little moans going. So I took it a step further and stuck my tongue in his asshole. He was not happy about that. He tensed up, moving too quickly, slipped in the bathtub, bringing down the shower curtain. He was there on his back in pain, and I was shocked because, bruh, that was mad dramatic. I turned off the shower and tried to help him up, but he was in so much pain that he couldn't move. I told him I could call 911, but he told me wait a few moments and maybe this pain would subside. After 30 minutes, he still couldn't get up, so I called 911 to get him to the hospital. They arrived, no joke, less than 5 minutes. I thought we had more time to get him dressed, but we didn't. They came up the stairs to the bathroom to a scene where my ex was on his back in the tub and his flaccid dick hanging. At the end, he had a slip disc. He was okay afterwards. It's the dramatics for me. It is the dramatics for me. Adrian, what are you rating this story, baby?
That's a 5 for his back. Let's just get 5 banana peel emojis. Do they got that?
I'm giving it 5 shower heads. The 5 shower head emojis.
Oh my gosh. Like, what do you hate about shower sex?
Because I feel like there's no room to do anything. You can only do one position, which is back shots.
Yeah, doggy. Oh my gosh.
Have you ever been...
Sorry.
Have you ever been injured while having sex?
Injured? Maybe not severely, but yeah.
What happened?
We don't need a story time for that.
I think
I fell so many times.
I feel like the time that I've gotten injured is like if they put me in a weird position. My back is not as nimble as it used to be. So like don't put me in a position that's very compromising.
Oh my gosh.
Right. So if you guys have any stories that you would like to submit to Spicy Studios, Spicy Chronicles, go ahead and click the link in the description below. All right, guys, we're going to take a little break and we'll be back after this.
I was just curious to see which of my coworkers would want to fuck me, and you always find these things out at the holiday parties. It was an open bar, and it was getting kind of crazy already. Someone had already threw up in the bathroom, and others were asking to get rooms to hotels. My boss walks in with a very attractive woman. He's introducing this woman as his wife. Let's call it Carla. And in my head, I'm laughing like, what woman deals with him? He finally introduces his wife to me, and I flash a smile and shake her hand. And what happened next? I don't know if it was the liquor, but I rubbed my thumb gently over her hand. She gave me a look like she was bashful, but liked the attention. My boss, however, didn't pay attention to our moment because he was too busy.
Myself like a trisexual.
Girl, what is a trisexual?
All right, that sounded really, it did sound a little crazy, but Like, I would try something at least once with my partner. I'm single now, so I'm not in my experimental phase, but you know, I would.
Okay, what do you think is something that you did like that was out of the ordinary? You tried it once, you were like, wow, I actually really enjoy this.
Um,
Come on, girl, keep thinking.
I would say probably like a little anal. Like the first time I did it with an ex, I was like, okay, I don't mind this. I don't mind this at all. I'd do it again.
Okay,
But I'm never gonna be like, oh no, I'll never do that.
Okay, I feel like it's good to try things, right?
Yes,
like,
for sure.
Because you don't know how you're gonna experience it with another partner. It could be really bad with one partner, but then amazing with another partner.
Very true.
Because of basically how they make you feel in the bed, right?
Yeah.
Like for me, I've always wanted to have a golden shower, and I've expressed this numerous times, and I finally got it. Finally, fucking got my golden shower, and it was amazing. And this is before the Carisha hype, this was before all of this.
Are we
like,
gonna get a story time on this?
Oh yes, behind our paywall though. Y'all not getting that story unless you want to pay a little extra for it. You know what I mean? More information coming soon.
How do you even like? I think the hard part is just like when you meet someone new or you're in a new relationship. Like sex is always new, so
right.
How do you even bring that into the fold, you know?
Well, luckily we have some tasty tips on how to bring new kinks into the bedroom. Let's go ahead and check those out. Welcome to Tasty Tips. I'm Courtney Shaw, and these are the best tips on how to introduce a new kink into the bedroom. Tip number 1, understand your kink. I think you need to understand your kink first before you can communicate to your partner what your kink actually is and what you want to try. So maybe start exploring what the kink is, Google some things, maybe watch some porn about your kink. Really fully understand it before you actually present it to your partner. Tip number 2, give hypothetical situations. Maybe refer to pop culture like, ooh babe, do you want to eat my booty like groceries? See what they say after that. Tip number 3, mini dose your kink into the bedroom. So let's say you want to get into bondage and you don't know how to actually introduce that to your partner. Well, why don't you start off by bringing some handcuffs into the bedroom and see what they say? Tip number 4, if you can't say it, show it. Find the porn that speaks to your kink and show it to your partner. I swear to you, it will help deliver the message. Tip number 5, go sex shopping together. That's going to pique the interest of you and your partner. So say if you wanted to get into anal beads, you can pick up the anal beads and say, hey babe, what about this? They'll probably get into it, maybe ask some questions about it, and maybe you guys will purchase those beads. And our last tip, do not be afraid to be perfect. We have these fantasies in our heads about what our kink should look like. And then when we act them out, it's very imperfect. And that's okay. Fantasies are fantasies for a reason. You are doing things in real life, let loose, it's okay to make mistakes, and really just try out your kink. Okay guys, that has been all our tips for how to introduce kinks into the bedroom. I am Courtney Shaw. Always remember to keep it spicy.
That looks really good.
Thanks.
No.
Thanks.
I'm not so surprised, Karen.
Right, like, you've been here before.
By the end of this show, I'm gonna convert them to Aslam. His name is Nazir already, so.
I'm good. No bow tie on me, brother.
So the gooch feels good to you. Imagine that 3 times, 4 times better.
And I understand that, and I'm all right with that.
Oh, man.
You feel me?
See, I'm a Lamborghini boy.
Please let me know in the comments if you're a Lamborghini boy. We out here. Right, it's time for some spicy advice. Our spicy members asked, I'm afraid I'm in a relationship with a reformed hoe who doesn't want to be as freaky anymore, or with me, but also won't be honest about it. Should I be more patient or walk away?
First things first. What's the reformed hoe?
You know, like, because like, is it that she has too many bodies? Reformed hoe, or because there's no such thing as too many bodies, and why are you asking me for my body count anyway? But anyway, that's another story. And then, or is it because she's a hoe because she likes a lot of kinks?
Right. I think, but that's also kind kind of leads into another thing, because what's the difference? Why does being a hoe have anything to do with being freaky? There's a lot of bitches that fuck that can't do shit in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
They just know how to fuck, or they just be fucking.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you even make that decision to be like, oh, she's a reformed hoe, she's not freaky as she used to be? Was she ever freaky?
Right. My thing is like, did she self-claim that she was a hoe? That's the thing, because like if she had took the word and be like, yeah, I used to be a hoe, then I say, okay, yeah, you can use that. You know, if she has self-proclaimed that I used to be a hoe, that is all it means. But for you to make that assumption, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
and because she's not freaky anymore, you think it's you?
Yeah, but besides the reform hoe aspect, let's get into why she probably is not opening up to you sexually. Ask what you got for that.
I think in any relationship or any place where two people are having sex, conversation is key.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when's the last time you guys actually talked about, am I happy in the bedroom? You know, am I getting what I want? Are you happy, period? For me, I cannot fulfill the things I'd like to fulfill in the bedroom if my heart is just not feeling happy.
Right.
If I'm in a relationship and I'm not happy, I cannot have sex and I can't give you my best. I cannot give you a 10 sex if I'm not getting 10 in my heart. So.
Right. Yeah, there's some people who do act like, you know, they need to be in it 100% to give you 100%. So maybe she's just that woman that does that. And also, was there a conversation even had about, and not to get on you, I'm not trying to get on you, but
curiosity.
These are just questions that we have with this. Was there a conversation had about the things that you like and dislike in the bed for both of you guys? Because I think that's something to discuss as well. If you like, you know, getting your dick sucked from the back, that's something you need to probably tell your partner, right?
Right. Well,
and
you did it once, like, when you go do that thing again.
Right. I think it's very important to have open and honest conversation with your sexual partner about this.
For sure.
Also, to what you were saying about, I feel like women are not going to be their freakiest if they don't feel comfortable. Now, this is maybe something you want to have a conversation with her about as well, because I know for me personally, if I'm comfortable with my partner, oh, you getting everything. You getting everything, anything. You want to try something, you got it. You know, like, because I'm that comfortable with you. But if I don't feel as comfortable, I don't think that I'm going to give you freak nasty 10,000.
Yeah, I think a lot of those questions need to be asked. How are you feeling in the bedroom? How are you feeling about what we're doing? Are you happy?
Mm-hmm.
You know, are you sexually fulfilled here?
Mm-hmm.
And then we can, you know, rewind this episode and go back to where you say, hey, let's introduce something new into the bedroom.
Right.
This is how we do it, and kind of see if your partner's up to it. Because it's not just a one-person thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's not being freaky. I'm over it. You know, let's tap into it.
Don't walk away from this relationship. I think more of a conversation needs to be had. And feedback is very important too. You know, after you've had sex a few times, like, did you like when I did that? Did you love when I did that? I saw your body tense up when you did that. Did you like it, or you was just like, oh, this is new. I'm a little
like this. Mm-hmm.
Right. So, you know, there's that as well. I say don't walk away. Have these conversations first. You know, it's not all about you. Tap into her brain and see what she's
feeling.
See what she's thinking about as well.
Communication and comprehension, feedback. What else?
Ooh, all of that, baby. That sounds sexy.
All of that is key.
That sounds very sexy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, thank you so much for, you know, sending in your dilemma. We're happy to help you guys. I hope it works out. Please give us any updates if the conversation goes well or not. And thank you guys for tuning in to the first episode of Spicy Chronicles. If you guys are fucking with the content, please like, share, and subscribe below. I am your host, Courtney Shaw.
I'm Adrian.
And always remember to keep it spicy.
That's spicy.